Way too many Madden players make the mistake of not having a goal line offense. You should always have short yardage plays in your arsenal, and the play I'm going to show you right here comes from our Jaguars offense game plan on playbookprofessor.gg. Now the play is whips in the formation gun bunch tight end, and you always want to have your formation flipped so that your bunch receivers are lined up on the wide side of the field. Now before the snap, there are only two adjustments that we are going to make. We're going to take our outside bunch receiver and put him on a flat route, but then take our middle bunch receiver and put him on a corner route and custom stem that corner route all the way down. Now our reads on this play are just going to be the corner route and the two whip routes. We don't really want to read the flat routes because if it's man coverage, the flat routes are covered. And if it's shaded down zone coverage, which is how everyone will play zone coverage inside the 5-yard line, those flat routes will also be covered. And so we don't want to bother reading the flat routes. We're just going to focus on the corner route and the two whip routes. So we'll go through all the different coverages that people will run. And to start, we're going to play some pressed man coverage. This is pressed cover 1 right here. If we go ahead and snap this ball, we can see that our stemmed down corner route does an amazing job of beating man coverage to the outside for an easy touchdown. Now, your whip routes also have a chance of beating man coverage, but it could be a little bit hit or miss. The corner route's definitely going to be the best option. If we go ahead and snap this ball once again, you'll be able to see that in this case, we had our whip route open on the left, and in some cases, the tight end whip route will also get open on the right side. It partially depends on the route running ratings of your receivers and the man coverage ratings of the defensive backs, but as you can see right here, he got some separation here. I'd say that the tight end didn't do super well, but sometimes he will get separation. But we got the separation right here on this whip route, and also we had it again on the corner route as well. And so against man coverage, we are just fine. And this is basically 3 really solid man being routes on the play. Let's talk about zone coverage. So let's go to some shaded down cover 3. And so that's going to be this right here. And in this case, you're pretty much only going to be reading your 2 whip routes. And it's extremely difficult for the defense to guard these whip routes because there's always going to be a window. Sometimes the window is early, sometimes the window is late. But you see right there that in the late window, there was pretty much no one around in that part of the end zone. You can actually see that we had a late window to both of them. And so the pass lead down is, of course, important. But like if it was this tight end here, as long as you pass lead it down, and put the ball maybe on the bottom of the A and the R right here, there's no chance for that safety to make a play on it. But we did the same thing on this side as well. We just passed that ball down, and that is an easy completion. Now, if we go to shaded down cover 2 for the defense, this is definitely going to be the best defense against this. So here's the shaded down cover 2, but there's still going to be a window to hit one of the whip routes. And so if we run this right here, in this case, we can see that there's a window to hit the whip route on the left side. Not a super huge window, but there's still a window nonetheless. And so as long as you are ready to hit that tight window, then you'll be just fine throwing to that whip route. And like I said, yeah, the shaded down cover 2 is definitely going to be the best defense against this, but you see that we had no problem hitting that. Now, if you want to be a little bit risky, and if you're a little bit further out, then the corner route can hit the back corner of the end zone. From the 3-yard line, I wouldn't really want to throw this, but if you were maybe on like the 7 or 8-yard line, then the corner route absolutely can hit the back corner of the end zone because this is a hard flat right here. So he's going to be playing just a couple yards off the line of scrimmage. And then in that case, he's not going to be able to play this corner route going to the back corner of the end zone. Like I said, from the 3-yard line, up to you. You can always try and highball it. It's possible, just not necessarily a throw I would recommend making unless you absolutely have to, but it's always an option as well. But like I said, most of the time we're going to be hitting one of these whip routes, and just having these double whip routes is just so incredibly valuable to have. And so that's why I love to play whips in gun bunch tight end as a short yardage play, because especially if your opponent is in man coverage, then they're going to have absolutely no shot of shutting this down. If they're running some shade down zone coverage, then the throws are a little bit tougher. But as long as you make your reads, then you'll be just fine, and you'll be punching the ball into the end zone.